Good evening, everybody. Welcome along to another stream. It is Tuesday night, and we're back for one final marathon for the Finiwords Anagram Racing Tuesdays. This is marathon number 10, final one of the series. This will round out the series of marathons that we've been doing with me cardboxing against the chat. So again, I hope that you guys can get involved with the Infinity Wars game. That's literally on the screen right here. You can see, you can just start adding or answering questions into the chat on Twitch. And yeah, we're going to be seeing now who can finish the race first, essentially. Well, actually, let me just move over to the Infinity Wars full screen for you right now. So yes, there's 2,000 answers here. You can see my Cardbox. I'm down to now just under 1,300 as we start this stream. So what is going to happen is I'm going to try and finish everything in my Cardbox now. It may require some refreshes of the Cardbox later on in the stream, but we have just under 2.5 hours left before 11 p.m. US Central Time, which will be the cutoff time for the stream. And yeah, it is your job to get through all those questions, all those answers collectively before 11 o'clock and before I can get through everything in my Cardbox also. But again, my main goal here is to finish my Cardbox. So yes, that is what we're going to be doing tonight. And because that is going to be clear my entire Cardbox, that will be the end of the series. I've accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. And we'll move on to something new for next month. This is currently the end of March. When it turns April, we'll start a series against the best bot in our next stream. So that is kind of the idea for what we're going to be doing going forward. As always, I have lots of snacks in front of me. And yeah, we'll see how far we get. So again, if you're interested in getting involved, then feel free to start typing in some words. Or even if you're not, then feel free to say hello in the chat. Always good to know who's around, to see who's around. But again, it's still early days, early in the stream, so we'll see and wait for more people to turn up. But I will start answering questions in the meantime. Admittedly, I'm getting a little bit hungry, so I will start eating some food very soon. Actually, I might start eating them right now. Actually, I'm kind of hungry right now. So the first snack that I have. I'm gonna unveil it. I've actually got 4 different snacks today. Technically this is the first time you've seen these, but there's actually just 3 of them that you haven't seen before, and the last one is just fruit, so that is what it is. But yeah, today I've got some I have some veggie straws, which again is not necessarily something that you haven't seen before, but they're actually from Costco. They're not the normal veggie straw brand. Made from avocado oil or whatever it is. If it's healthier for you, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna start eating them now, chowing them down. I don't have a veggie straw that has actually unraveled itself. In terms of these veggie straws, compared to the regular veggie straws, these are actually a lot more plain than the other ones. Again, I'm not so sure how I feel about that. But, you know, it's still good in my opinion. I know my wife doesn't particularly, not particularly a fan of veggie straws, but they do a trick, you know, that's a trick. But what I might actually do is actually reduce the number of questions in this for the chat. Yeah, let's do this. So now there's only 1,500 answers, not 2,000. Probably because I'm predicting that I'm going to get through this faster than normal. Ah, good evening to Itchite. Good to see you here. Good evening to you. Hi to you too. Alright, so I've finished all those veggie straws already. Couldn't hold it out. I couldn't hold out for much longer than that, so I had to get things moving. Early doors. Try already getting through 2% of all the answers already. It does actually look like my bot had actually got one of the answers. It's funny, I'm not quite sure which one it was. Hey, 2% is more than anyone else. But you got there pretty quickly, so it's all good. I'm also aware that Ancient Cosmographer is still streaming right now. He's been live for about 2.5 hours. He generally does end his stream close to 9 PM US Central Time. It's about 8:43 now, so I know that he will, generally speaking, will slow down at some point very soon. I'm just preparing the long words for the Ancient Cosmographer viewers. Well, every answer you clear off the board is one fewer for someone else, so think of it that way. Doesn't necessarily matter how long or how short they are. So yeah, over the weekend, I mean, so I actually ended the last stream at about, I think, somewhere between 1,600 or 1,800 questions left. But yeah, over the weekend or last 4 or 5 days since I last streamed, I basically just cleared out all the questions in my Cardbox by schedule. So basically, the oldest questions that have been sitting there for the longest time, I just kind of answered all those. And I'm now down to basically just 8 days left. All these questions now I've just turned in my Cardbox within the last 8 days or so. Or 9 days, something like that. So everything I should have seen relatively recently, or is coming back at a time where I'm actually answering at a good time as well. So at least that's kind of feels a lot more, bit nicer, really, so to speak. I have like 2 days in my Cardbox waiting for me. Yeah, it's not fun when it goes down, when it kind of falls really far behind. It is not compared to what it was. It's true, yeah. I mean, actually, from 5 days ago, there were questions that were still there from about 110 days ago or something. But because I've been answering my questions from like the easiest questions first, and then I've also been answering the ones from the hardest questions first, like the lower card boxes. So I've just got the questions like in the middle, like card boxes like 8, 9, and 10 or something that still had something in there. So the number of days ago, there weren't that many. There's not that many in each day. It was kind of like some of the days only had like one question in there per day. It kind of like thinned out so much, and then it's now come back again because now I've all those questions have come back again into those card boxes. Good evening to my wife in the chat also. Getting involved with the Finiwords game. Looks like you're both answering the shorter words right now. Yes, all the misses are coming back. Yes, they are. I had to basically just try and get through all those as well, so they don't sit in box 0 for too long. I should be looking at those more often. But I'm one of those people that's determined to not have to reschedule my Cardbox. If it's really out of control, I really want to stay disciplined and just work on it and keep going at it. And whatever the number is at, I'm just gonna whittle it down day by day. Also, we will be putting out a prediction later on, and you guys can predict how you think the stream will end tonight. I honestly don't think that the timeout will happen, to be completely honest with you, but I guess I would probably have to leave that as an option anyway, but yeah, we can choose between the 3 regular options. The chat clearing the Finiwords board before the time expires. If the timeout does happen, if we neither the chat or me finishes everything at 11 p.m., that's going to be one of the other options. And for me, instead of just clearing a certain number of Cardbox questions, it is literally to clear every single question in my Cardbox, which will mean that this is not necessarily all of them. When we get towards the end and I clear all these questions, I'm going to refresh it and there's going to be more. Again, it won't be too many more because I literally just started this quiz and this is everything that's in there. But it's going to have to be at 0. And that's when it ends. So I guess I'm also free to just refresh my Cardbox whenever I want. It will still show how many questions are left. So the first people that have just turned up would have seen that I finished one of my snacks, which was veggie straws, Costco veggie straws. Again, saying that they're a bit more plain than the regular ones. Let. Yeah, I know you're not a fan of it. But your straws are alright. Yeah. I mean, they're not the, you know, the most glamorous things in the world. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily fans of them. I just like them because they're kind of crunchy. You know, something that just has a crunch. Isn't like substantial to eat either. The taste isn't like bad to me anyway. And it fills you up enough, so it's like that's good enough for me. I'm not too fussy, you know. Someone's got to eat them. So I will bestow that responsibility upon myself. Exactly what you expect from a healthy alternative to potato chips. Exactly. I couldn't really explain that or describe it much better myself. The words are too long now. Come on, there's still some out there that you can maybe get. Pierogi, nice. There's one on the third column, the second one down. You guys can get that one. Yeah, there's still some shorter words there. Again, we know that Ancient Cosmographer is currently streaming. But I don't know. Generally ends stream at around 9 PM US Central Time, which is around this time. But again, can't always expect that he will. Well, anyone will just stop streaming at whatever time, and also raid you at the same time. But he has historically done that. Which always helps us out. Especially since we're playing Finiwords, which is the program that he made, he created himself. So I'm sure that there's a little bias there if there was a good choice, but it's all good. Still rooting for boop to be added. Yeah, that is probably a word that is going to be added at some point, I'm sure. There doesn't seem to be any real reason why that shouldn't be a word. There are lots of sounds that are words, so that will just be one of them, I think, in the future. Oh, good evening to Blue Felly. Good evening. Yeah, good to see you here. Yes, we the chat is needing somebody to answer the longer words, so this will help free up some space for shorter words. So yes, I think everyone is going to be happy that you're here, clearing some of those out the way. Imagine Charles will finish soonish. I just came from there. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I mean, I do actually have his stream on my phone. I should admit this. I have it on my phone right now. I can actually see what he's doing. Like, I'm just still wondering if he's still streaming or what he's actually doing. I was watching his stream earlier anyway, so I still have it on. I can't hear what he's doing though, but I think he's doing some mystery list now. Yeah, he did say he was going to mystery list, but was probably going to end pretty soon. Okay, no rush. I mean, again, I mean, anybody can stream for however long they want. It's not a big deal. No big deal. But yes, I'm glad that you're here now, Blue Felly. Helping the chat out here. Chat now almost at 10% of all of the questions, so all the answers now. I made the number of answers a lot lower this time, knowing that Ancient Cosmographer is streaming, and again, a decent percentage of this start of the stream will probably be not so heavily watched because of that, but also that the number of questions that I have to answer isn't that high, and I do have some relatively easy questions to answer in my Cardbox today, so I don't think that I will go all the way to the end of the time limit. Again, I've just kept it at the regular 11 o'clock, but I think the chat or me will get to the end first. But that's just my opinion. I played so Myotonic. I actually played a phony bingo using those tiles against Nigel at a World Championships before. Well, I think it was the World Championship Late Bird or something. I think I played Mono City. At that time, I hadn't learnt all those words like completely cold at that point. So this was like maybe 12 years ago. This was the Worlds in London. 2014 maybe, I think it was. So he challenged that off. And I think I might have played another phony in that game, but I still won the game. So even though I had two missed turns, I actually still won. So yeah, it was kind of crazy. It was kind of like, yeah, I probably did not deserve to win this game whatsoever, but I'll take whatever I can get. Again, I don't know how often that would have happened, that a game against Nigel where you miss multiple turns and still win. Got to have been somewhat lucky for that to happen. Okay, so I'm getting close to 300 questions here, so I'm actually gonna start another snack. I have 3 snacks to go. I've already eaten one of them. So Blue Felly, I had some veggie straws if you even cared, but it was actually some Costco veggie straws, so not the normal regular ones that you would see. Whatever the Garden brand is, I can't remember what it is. It wasn't that. Yeah, so I'm going to take a snack in a minute. Since I guess I'm leading the race, so we're gonna go by my number of questions instead for the time being, unless you guys overtake. Get to 300, I think we'll start eating something. Alright, so we're over 300 now. So yeah, the next snack that I have is kind of weird. It's actually a Japanese kind of like, not necessarily trail mix, but that's like a mixed assortment of stuff. So like I have them in a bowl. This is actually like the remnants of what's left. So there's actually a lot of crumbs in there. Let me just see. Okay. Oh, you see that? So there's some like wasabi things in there. They're all like crunchy stuff. There's like this kind of weird like looking thing here. Some edamame and things like that. So that's what I got. It was the remnants of what I had left. So had to get it in before we finished these marathons. Then I wouldn't be able to snack on stream so easily anymore. Ah, blue felly got blue line. Nice. Right, well, I finished that snack also. 2 snacks down, 2 to go. What is that? It does begin with a K. Um, it has a variant spelling with 2 C's instead of 2 K's. It's the same word, I think. I don't know if that rings a bell. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it's pretty low probability. Even though I'm kind of, I'm saying not too far into the lead right currently. I just have a feeling that if we get a raid later on, then those guys are going to pass me up pretty quickly. Since there aren't too many questions or answers for the chat today, I think you guys can get through that pretty fast. Still takes me a long time to get to 1,300 questions though. But yeah, my Cardbox is now below 1,000. We did reach below 1,000 over the weekend, but I let it kind of pile up a little bit. But that's the first time my Cardbox has been below 1,000 probably all year. I think I got it below 1,000 or had it up to date by the time I went to Albany New Year's event. But things kind of got a bit out of hand after that. Glad to be getting things back under control again. Now over 400. So what I'm actually going to do, I mean, I know that we'd have probably a little bit less time than normal. I'm actually going to rattle through my snacks. They're struggling. Oh boy. He actually answered a lot of the longer words too. This is tough, yeah. There's some tough words in here. Quite a number of sixes as well, which is not necessarily think that most people study either. So you were actually very close to the right answer earlier, and the reason why I know this is because I did I actually did an aerolith quiz today. It wasn't one of the daily quizzes, it's just a quiz that I normally do, and I actually answered with nut belly as well, and it was wrong. And I was like, what is the answer to this? I typed out the same word that you did, but it was actually very close. It starts with a T. There you go. I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna rattle through my snacks tonight. Again, I don't know how long this is gonna take, so I'm already about a third of the way through my quiz. Team chat's about 15% of the way through. But I do have more apples here. I have a whole plate of apples. These are the red delicious apples that I caught, or that we caught at the St. Patrick's Day parade. That was around here about a week and a half ago. Here's with a G. A normal word. All good, all good. Okay. Oh, thank you, Ancient Cosmographer, for the raid. Hope your stream went well. I saw you doing more Finiwords and your just a mystery list again. Yeah, hope it went well. But yes, good evening to everyone else that is here now. We are doing the final race, the final marathon in this series. Yeah, so Kakudil was the word that I was yeah, hinting towards Blue fairly earlier before the raid. It's spelled with 2 C's as well as 2 K's. So yes, we're gonna put out the prediction right now since you guys are here. Let's go for it and let's do it right now. Alright. Let's put it out right now. We still have an hour and 36 minutes left of the stream at most. So, do you think that the chat will finish the Infiniverse game before the time expires? Or do you think that I will get there first? I just have to answer 1,200 or almost 1,300 answers. I have to clear my entire card box now. So I will have to refresh my quiz, and literally once it gets to the end and I refresh it and there's no question, nothing left, then that is going to be what it is there. Or if we think that none of us will do it, we'll end up slowing down or something will happen, and the timeout will happen at 11 PM. Quite honestly, I don't think that the timeout will happen today, but you never know. So yeah, use your A9 codes wisely, get predicting, and predict how you think the stream will end tonight. The snack, I've actually eaten 2 snacks already. I didn't hang around, I was actually pretty hungry. I also figured that this would be a stream that's a bit shorter than normal, maybe. So yeah, I've eaten some Costco veggie straws. I've eaten some Japanese it's kind of like Japanese trail mix type thing. There's like wasabi flavored stuff, and then there's like edamame in there, and there's kind of all sorts of weird things. But it's just all like crunchy stuff, so it's all nice. I'm currently now eating some Red Delicious apples. Again, the same ones that I had caught from the St. Patrick's Day parade that was here about a week and a half ago. These are the last 3 apples that were there, so we cut them all up now. I do have one more snack to show you after this, which is not a snack that you've seen before, and it's a somewhat guilty pleasure for me to eat as well, but I'm almost certain that none of you have ever seen this snack before. Did Cooper go to the fruit parade? No. At least not to the same one that I went to, anyway. But we have offered to give him a copious number of cabbages. Is it Marmite? It is not Marmite. I actually do not like Marmite. I do like the smell of Marmite, but I don't like the taste of Marmite. I would love so much cabbage. Do you still want more cabbage? I actually don't even know if I have any more cabbages. There might be like 1 left or 2 left or something. I don't know. Are you interested in cabbage? No, we actually gave you. We actually gave some of them away. There was just way too many. I would love to. Okay, I'll have to let you know. And see what I have. But again, I'll have to let you know. Because our stash of just fruit and vegetables has dwindled a lot. So I think we've just given them all away. So yeah. No, they're definitely not rationing supplies for sure. They're just lying around, so we'll see. Oh, thank you, MKW Joseph, for the stream streak. Appreciate that a lot. And thanks for tuning in at an ungodly hour of the day or morning that you're in. I think you're, for those that don't know, I think MKW Joseph lives in the UK, which is currently around 3 AM. And is always here to watch, so again, thank you for watching. 3:28, yes. Does MKW Joseph eat Marmite? That's a good question. Do the only people that eat Marmite are like people from the UK or Australians? No, I just said I've never tried it. But Dad eats Marmite all the time. Oh, Marmite's in other areas of the world too? I didn't know anyone even... Yeah, I didn't even know it was readily available. Australians call it Vegemite. Yeah, that is true. It's like a version of Marmite. You can buy it here. Okay. I'm sure you can buy it. I mean, I think you can buy it in lots of places. You can buy it here also, but you'd have to go to some specialist shops to find them. Or like international shops and things like that. You buy like a tiny jar of it for like $5 or something. It's like, it's really not worth it. Again, quick reminder that the prediction is still ongoing. We have coins on option 1, which is me clearing my card box first before the chat clearing all the questions on the screen and before the time expires. There are now 10 coins on option 2. Keep those coins coming in. More coins on option 2 now. Alright, the chat now getting close to about a third of the way through. I'm edging closer to the halfway stage in my race now. But I am answering kind of the easier parts of my card box right now. I'm going to get to the more difficult stuff soon. And for those, again, that are not aware, this is the 10th marathon of this series in a bid to get my card box down to 0, which I think I should be able to do today. Even if I don't do it on stream, I will probably have a couple of hundred left or something at that point, if you guys get to finish your quiz first. And I can just do it in my own time. So, again, thank you for you watching and your support for the last 9 marathons and today. I think that's the kind of the kickstart I really needed to get it going and get it down to 0 from about 12,000 or something from marathon 1. But that does mean that we'll have to do something else in the next stream. So we'll be playing a new series against the best bot starting Thursday. So a new stream, a new month. And I'm going to make the time limit slightly less. So normally I do it to a 15-minute timer, but I'm gonna probably turn it down to about maybe 10 or 12 minutes. Again, this is all in preparation for the Causeway Scrabble Challenge in Bangkok, Thailand, which is less than 2 months away. It's a pretty grueling schedule of 36 games over 4 days. The first 3 days being 10 games each. So I'm kind of trying to train myself to come up with answers faster and not have to use too much energy playing. Which might mean we get to play maybe an extra game per stream or so. Or 2, maybe, I don't know. Maybe we replicate 10 games a stream or something, I don't know. We'll have to think about it. Got a couple of days to think about it. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing on the next stream and going forward, so I hope you are going to enjoy that. I know somewhere in the chat earlier, Muffin Tentacle did ask if my snack backlog or snack log has gone down or been conquered yet. It's never going to be fully conquered, I'll tell you that. But we're making good progress with it though, for the time being, until we buy some more, of course. But I did just finish the Japanese regato mix. The snack backlog never stops. Yep, you know it. Yeah, I'm starting to kind of venture into the nines now, so getting a little bit more difficult. Although these are words I probably should get still. But yeah, it's going to slow me down a little bit as well. But you guys are getting through those questions real quick. Starting to question whether or not I'm actually going to finish this before you guys. Alright, everyone in the chat's getting through real quick. I'm gonna have to really start hustling here. So I'm now more than halfway through. Again, I have to clear my Cardbox, so I will have to restart, not to restart, but refresh the Cardbox at any point, and once I refresh it to the point where I refresh it and there's no more answers left, that is it for me. That's when my race ends. It's not when I get to 1291, there's going to be a few more after that. Again, another reminder that the prediction is still ongoing, still about 6 minutes left to make your predictions. If you haven't already, use your A9 coins wisely, get predicting on how you think the stream will end. I think realistically option 3, which is a timeout, is probably not going to happen. I think we're going to finish this well within the hour and 22 minutes that is the maximum amount of time left of the stream. So I guess I would suggest for you guys to predict or put your prediction, put your coins down on one of the first two options. Again, if you feel daring enough, you can always try to put option 3, but I don't think that will happen today. Right, so the chat now is halfway through the number of answers. You're literally 50% of the way there now. I only just got past 50%, so it does feel like the chat is reeling me in here. Again, if that influences your decision for within the prediction tonight, there's still maybe a few minutes left. There's 3 minutes left to make your predictions. You have a lot of coins on option 1 right now, which is for me to clear the card box before the chat gets to the end. How will you incorporate snacks into your Best Bot series? That's a good question. Quite honestly, I don't think I'll be able to. The snacks have to be reserved for a time when I'm actually like not talking all the time. Or there might just be some every time you win equals 1 snack. Oh man. I'm gonna be on a hunger strike. Gonna be famished right here. Gonna lose so much weight, I know. So basically, if there's a day where I don't win at all, then I have to keep my hunger strike for the next until I stream again, and then I would just look even more gaunt as the time goes on. It would just go into multiple days. Okay, about 30 seconds left to make a prediction. Get those predictions in now. It'll be the last time you can do it. About 15 seconds now. Okay, so the prediction's now ended. So again, thank you to everyone that got involved with the prediction tonight. About 11,000 coins has been placed into the middle, and we'll see how that turns out once one of us gets to the end of our quizzes. It looks like both of us now, the chat and myself, are now 2/3 of the way through. Almost exactly here. Trying to keep up with you guys. Don't get him talking about food or something. Tensor, that's the one. Still can't get over the produce throwing at St. Patrick's Day parades. Because they don't get cold clocked by the Sharon fruit. It can happen. If you're not looking, then yeah, generally they'll try and like not throw them, but sometimes they'll just drop them in front of you. But if they know that you're actively looking at them and you're pointing at them and you're ready for it, then they'll throw it. Alright, so you can see here, this big plate is gone. No more apples. I ate 3 whole apples just then. Chowed it down. No problem. A lot of apples. Eating 3 apples in a sitting is insane. Well, I've already had two other snacks. I only have one more snack here, but I'm not actually sure I'm gonna actually eat any of it. To be honest with you. You must never have to go to the doctor. I know. 3 a day keeps the doctor away. Supposedly, anyway. The chat now has about 270 answers to go. And look who also has about 270 to go. It's me. We're at about the same number of same number now. I do think, to be completely honest, I do think that the chat is still the favorite to win this race. I'm also going to have to encounter some more difficult questions soon enough. So we're going to see how that goes. But I'm just trying to hang in there. We still have an hour left of the stream, technically, but I don't think again, I don't think we're going to go that far. We'll probably end up being done within the next 20 minutes or so. It should be a relatively short stream for me, but again, I'm happy that I can get all this stuff done quickly and efficiently. I mean, I only have about 200 questions left, so I'm in good shape now that even if I don't finish this on time, then I'll just do this after the stream and be done. Or maybe I will let you watch me finish my stream, or whatever's left of it once we're done. I don't know. Maybe that's not that interesting to watch. I don't know. We'll see how many we have left at the end. I'm trying not to talk too much also. I know that I, you know, talk a lot and end up going too slow, but there are a lot of people who have coins on me winning, so I'm trying to do you proud here. Screw those people, who says the person who voted for option 2. Have to keep things fair on this stream. Can't just throw it. Cat has about 150 answers to go. I still have about 230 questions, so yeah, it looks like you guys are now firmly in control. The only slow part now is for the chat at the end. Generally, those questions are the ones that are most difficult. They're the ones that have been somewhat left to the last, left for someone else to do, but now you're going to have to collectively get together and do it. Going to get to that point very soon. Getting all the hard ones now. I mean, that helps. Getting all the hard ones does help out the entire team. The stack, that's an easy one, come on. Trying to make the transition to the final board an easy one. Problem for me is that there's very few words, or any words, that will stump all of you. So that's the problem here for me. There's no real way that I can win once you get ahead and get on a roll, so yeah, I tried. Yeah, the chat will have holes in the board very soon. I still have 190 questions to go, which is a lot. Like, I don't think I'm even going to get through half of those now. Okay, now there's holes in the board. As we now down to the last 58 minutes of the stream. Looking very likely now that the chat is going to clear everything. But again, I'm happy. Within the space of about an hour and a half, I managed to get through 1,100 questions in my Cardbox. So the thing is also, because I know that Ancient Cosmographer was streaming earlier, and there's obviously no way of really me knowing who will turn up to the stream or how many people even here, how many people will even get involved and things like that. Build a guessing game in terms of how many questions or answers I will give the chat. So whilst the stream started, no one actually answered anything for the first 50 minutes. And I actually stopped the quiz for the chat and actually gave you guys 500 fewer questions. Or 500 fewer answers, sorry. So the question is, do you guys want to complete the rest of it? And I can put those back and you guys can clear that whilst I finish this. That could be like the final boss level. Although I would say that this is actually now, the prediction itself will be done. But I guess it's just a matter of if you guys want to do that or not, then you can. Because that was the original race that was set up with 2,000 answers. Still have about 150 questions to go here. But we'll see. Maybe we might not need it. Chat has about 30 answers to go now. I've got about 140 questions. Alright, I don't think there's going to be enough time to start another race, so I think we'll end it once you guys finish the last 7 answers. I have about 100 questions left, so there's not that much. I can do that whilst before I go to bed tonight. It's not going to take very long. For now, it's just down to me to keep it up to date. Okay, 3 answers to go. Again, it's always the last ones that take a bit more time. Okay, 2 answers to go now. Estelle was one of them. So yeah, before anything happens, if you guys are watching this stream right now and don't already follow this channel, please hit that follow button. Again, it would be greatly appreciated. Supporting Scrabble streaming on Twitch. Laganus is the right answer there. Nice find. You can always support this channel by becoming a subscriber. If you have Amazon Prime, then you can use your Amazon Prime to redeem a free Twitch sub for the month. So if you're not already using that, then please consider subscribing to this channel. Every bit helps, of course, or just subscribe to any channel. It's literal free money that isn't being used. Okay, so we finally found a word that is tough to get. I think you're just trolling me now. That you're gonna get the right answer just before I finish mine. That's what you're gonna do. I can feel it. I still have about 70 questions left, and I also still need to refresh my quiz. I can't imagine there'll be too many questions that have turned up in the last hour and a half, but there will be a few. Do you have any snacks left? I do have one snack left, but I'm busy now. I'm not actually eating it. I'm not going to eat. I'm going to eat it afterwards. I don't think you guys will have any trouble finishing this before I do. I have to be honest with you. I think you guys are going to get this in good time. I'm now kind of getting through the more difficult words in my card box. These are words that are in my kind of low card box numbers, although I have seen them relatively recently. That is true. Cooper probably shouldn't be answering anything. If he cared enough, that is. I want to know what this is. Yeah, I know what the word is as well. It's a weird one. Looking at my coins, I'm I don't know if it's a Collins only word or not. I would expect it probably is, if none of you can get it. It is a Collins randomness one for sure, yes. I think this is a new word as well. It's a CSW 24 edition. There's a lot of different ideas here. I could give you a clue, but it might give it away depending on what you guys have done. Is that none of you have actually put down the first two letters in the correct order yet. None of those have been in the right order. There you go. Go look at that list. Whilst I have about 40 questions left. I honestly didn't think I'd have a chance to get anywhere near, but maybe I do, I don't know. Don't forget, I still need to refresh this quiz and clear everything in this card box. To the point where I refresh and there's nothing left. That's the goal here. Oh boy, look at all these answers. I'm not gonna count my chickens just yet, though. I've still got 30 to go in this initial set of questions. Oh boy. Yes. Again, as I said, I just needed one question that slows you guys down. Just one. That's all I needed. It's opening the door for me to at least have a shot at winning this race. I think I've been answering like 100 questions without reply here against the chat. And I'm almost at the end of this quiz now. The message is being truncated. I can't even tell you what else has been answered anymore. We have stumped everybody as it stands. But I actually do not know, because the message has been truncated and I cannot tell you what else has what else hasn't been answered yet. But I am pretty sure you probably haven't. I'm not sure though. Oh, someone got it. Blue Felly got it. Nicogen. It is a Collins only word and it's a new one. It's a new one. You got that just before I did. I literally can see above my head. I had 9 more questions to go in this quiz, and that was basically it. That's all I had. A chemical element in the nitrogen group also can be spelled with an extra T in the word. I did not actually know that was a word with a T. Wow. Nice. Yeah, nice. Yeah, good job with that one. Yeah, again, I guess if there's that many guesses, someone's going to get something. That's amazing. That is pretty amazing. So yeah, I mean, I'm just going to finish. Since we got this far now, we went on this long journey. I've got through all these questions. I'm going to refresh. There's 26 questions left. But at the same time, whilst I'm going to go and clear the rest of this card box, again, thank you all for watching and getting involved with not only today's marathon, but all the other marathons that have preceded this. Congrats on clearing the card box after all. Thank you very much, Nork. I appreciate it. Thank you, Blue Felly. Yeah, I mean, as again, we started with Marathon 1 at about 12,000 questions in my card box. And I'm about to clear it all completely now. So again, thank you all for doing that. I guess I should pay out the prediction as well. Choose outcome. If you voted for option 2, chat clearing the Finiwords board, that is the prediction result for tonight. So well done to you for predicting the right thing. And yeah, again, this marks the last marathon of this series. And we'll start a new series on Thursday. Oh, excuse me. Yes, 180,000 coins now. Wow, nice. Thank you. So yeah, we'll be starting a new series against the best spot on Thursday. Hopefully, we'll get more games in per night and play to a shorter time constraint. Again, that's about it. So I'm just going to get through the final questions of this card box now, just to show that I have completed it all. And just for completion, that is. And we still have 39 minutes left of this stream. That would be end of the stream if we went a little slower. But we know you guys are incredibly quick, so yeah. Oh, not one with 9 answers. Oh boy. Spirit, priest, pierced, ripest, stripe, sprite, sitrep, tripes. Alright, got it. Okay, gonna refresh again. One question to go. Oh, I got this wrong today as well. I don't remember what the answer is. Gulets. Oh man, I don't remember. Give a G also, I think. Guslet? Oh, thought it was glutes. Okay, never mind. Still got plenty to work on, I guess. Alright, so if I refresh this, it actually says no questions left. Alright, we made it. We did it. Alright, so thank you for bearing with me for this entire time. Again, I appreciate you all. Thank you. The slog has now ended. What was the snack? I'll probably show you another time, but it's actually just this fish snack thing. I don't know if anyone has ever seen this before. It's like dried fish. It's like a Chinese snack. I don't know, you can see what it is. I got this from England. It's like a Chinese snack, or you can get it from Malaysia or lots of Asian countries. Yes. Don't recognize the brand yet. It's kind of some kind of other. Yeah, there's lots of different kinds as well. So I do. It's one of my guilty pleasure. I do like eating this. And I have a lot of them in my room as well. I have a lot. Okay, so anyway, I'll be back on Thursday. Hopefully you can join me for that. I'll be playing against the best bot on Woogles.io. No more cardboxing streams. So yeah, that's about it. So again, I hope you all have a good evening and a good couple of days. I'm gonna go raid Studycade right now if you want to do more anagramming. There's more 5s on the board and some more relatively high probable 7s. Yes, thank you, Nork. Thank you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to actually like playing some games, actual Scrabble soon. So that'd be good. But yeah, again, hope to see you there in a couple of days. So until then, take care of yourselves and good night.